Let me take you back to the first time we bought our first home.
Preaching grind, move fast, act now.
But we didn't realize that there were better options out there. It forced us to slow down. Here are 3 clarity questions I always ask my clients and myself before we move. Clarity didn't just help us make a better move, it helped us build a better life. Most people think success comes from hustle, but when you're making a major move like buying your first home or starting a business, hustle without clarity can cost you big. I learned that the hard way. We once lost our entire deposit on a new construction home because we made a rushed decision before getting clear on what we really wanted. That moment changed how I approach every big move, and it's probably one of the most valuable lessons I can share with anyone buying or selling today. Let's talk about why clarity always beats hustle and how getting clear first can save you time, money, and most important, regret. You rolling? All right, let's go. Let's go. And a bug came at me. So everywhere you look, people are preaching, grind, move fast, act now. And in business or real estate, that can sound like if you don't act fast, you'll miss out on a deal. If you hesitate, someone else is gonna grab it. But here's the truth. In high-stake moments, hustle without clarity is panic dressed up as productivity. When you're making a move, especially one that impacts your family, your finances, and your future, the worst mistake you can make is moving faster than thinking. Let me take you back to the first time we bought our first home. We were super excited. We found this beautiful new construction townhome. The model looked absolutely perfect. We put down our down payment, our deposit, and we started visualizing ourselves there, all before asking some deeper questions. But then a few weeks later, we found out that for almost the same price, we could get a larger single family home. Suddenly, that perfect townhouse did not feel perfect at all. The problem? We were already committed. Legally, financially, we were walking away meant losing our deposit, and that absolutely hurt. That taught me something I'll never forget. You can't make clear decisions in the fog of excitement. The loss was tuition. It forced us to slow down, ask better questions, and get clear before we moved again. Just a little bit of more depth of where we were in that situation. That beautiful new construction townhome was a recommendation from a family member who had all full good intentions, but we didn't realize that there were better options out there. We consulted with a realtor back then, and they found better opportunities and possibilities for us. And it turned out to be really a blessing in disguise, because during that time, a lot of the drywall was coming from overseas, and it ended up having defective drywall, which had some really health implications on the young and people living in there. So yes, it hurt to lose that deposit, but at the end of the day, it was a blessing in disguise, because we were able to find a single family home where our kids were born into, and it was much larger in space, and it turned out better for us in the long run. Looking back, clarity didn't just help us make a better move, it helped us build a better life. Here's what I realized. Clarity protects your peace. You stop reacting to everything and start responding with intention. Clarity saves you money. You see what actually aligns with your goals instead of chasing emotional moments. Clarity attracts better opportunities. When you know what you want, the right deals start to show up and you have the confidence to say no to what's not right. Most people hustle to look busy. The wiser move clear, and that's how they win big. Whether you're buying, selling, or thinking about a big life decision, here are 3 clarity questions I always ask my clients and myself before we move. What's the real goal? Not at the surface. What's the real emotional goal? Is it freedom, family space, financial growth, or peace of mind? Second question, what's driving the decision? Is it pressure or is it purpose? Are you acting out of fear of missing out or from a place of alignment? Number 3, what would future you thank you for? When you zoom out 5 years, which decision will you be proud that you made? Answer those 3 questions honestly, and you'll be surprised how fast the right move becomes obvious. Hustle feels good in the moment. Hustle even feels like you're being productive. But clarity compounds. When you take the time to get clear, you stop chasing every shiny listing, every trend, every whisper of urgency. You make decisions that last, and that's what real success and peace look like. If you're thinking about making a move, buying, selling, or even just planning, don't start with a listing. Start with clarity. I'd love to help and walk you through that process. No pressure, just perspective. There's a link below where you can reach out and we'll get clear together before you make your next move.